the prize, I follow through. I'm unstoppable.
Welcome to Charmingly Toxic, where Prosecco meets psychology. And we're not diagnosing, but we are side-eyeing the charm, control, and emotional chaos. Yay, it's my favorite night of the week where I get to record with Joanne. Welcome back. Post-Thanksgiving cheer.
Cheers.
Yay, that's over.
Indeed, on to Christmas.
Okay, so much to talk about today. I do want to start with some Bravo gossip and get your opinion since you live in Atlanta. Kandi and Todd's divorce announcement.
Yeah.
First, were you surprised?
No.
Second, who do you think is the narcissist in that relationship?
Kandi.
I go back and forth, but I think Todd.
Really? Well, did you read they have like a live-in girlfriend?
Yeah, but I think if my memory serves me right, I think Todd orchestrated all this from the get-go a long time ago.
He was a producer, right? So they met while filming.
But I think he brought in this whole idea of open relationships, free sex, candy-coated nights. Didn't that happen after they got together? I think he thinks he's got these big business ideas, and I think she went along with it. And the only reason I think that is because her mom is her mom.
Yes, and her mom hates him.
And I think that she has a lot of patience or is conditioned to tolerate a lot of bad behavior based on what we've seen from her mom. And her mom hated him because he was direct competition for her, for Kandi's attention. So I don't know. But so now it's coming out.
And he's trying to dispute the prenup, which he said it was all filmed.
Right. Which is another reason why I think it's him.
Oh, all right.
Is he saying that, are they like fighting over this girl? This woman?
That I don't think has come out yet.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting to watch play out for sure.
Yes.
But any on the street gossip in Atlanta about it?
No, not yet. I'm going out Friday. I'll see what I can stir up.
See what you can find out.
Yes.
Okay, the other thing. So you had sent me this clip about Andy. He was on a podcast, Andy Cohen.
He was on his radio show.
On his radio show, talking about Jen Shaw definitely not welcome back to Salt Lake City after she gets out of prison. And kind of being, I don't know, like above it all, like, of course, you know, she's not going to come back. What did you think of that?
I thought that was surprising and also crappy. And I wondered, could it be because she backed out of the pre-prison interview with him? But her lawyers suggested she shouldn't do it.
You know, maybe. Because I was like, well, why is it okay for Karen to come back? Why is it okay for Teresa to come back?
And Wendy to go to BravoCon.
Right. Is it he sees Jen's crimes as worse? I mean, you can kind of argue that, I guess.
Yeah, probably. But it seems that there's more there.
Exactly. There is definitely more there because the ratings go through the roof when these women come back from prison.
I can't even imagine. Salt Lake is already like on top of its game. If she comes back, hopefully it's the tease that is getting the audience more interested. I don't know.
Do you think? Because he seemed to be kind of like on a soapbox a little bit.
He did. He definitely.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. And then we have some Southern Charm gossip, but we'll mix it in with the Southern Charm recap. So here we go with episode 2. I got to say out of the gate, I think this show has jumped the shark.
A teeny bit. I don't disagree.
There's nobody on this cast that I'm rooting for.
Vanita?
Maybe a tiny bit.
Vanita and Molly, I think, is it for me.
I mean, I love Molly.
Maybe Madison a little bit.
After she has this other baby, she's going to be over this.
Yeah.
And Molly is not strong enough of a character.
Yeah, too goofy.
So I don't know. I think these might be the last days, but who knows? Who knows?
The edits are interesting. Like Craig is getting a crap edit. Shep is again.
So hilarious.
Austin, you have his breakup. So maybe they're like taking the boys down as the final hurrah.
End of the day, what is the premise of the show?
Yeah. Just people in Charleston. But we've talked about this already. The girls just keep getting younger and these doofuses keep screwing up their lives.
So when it first started, it was these Southern men kind of having a pick of the litter, but I don't know. I think it's past its prime. My first notes on this are Sally sucks. She's not a good friend to Vanita. Vanita said, I was crying when I left the party in this conversation that the two of them are having, and then they just gloss over it right away. So then I went to immediately, this is a made up storyline, or is Vanita really that passive? But I think it leans more towards they discuss this is a storyline. I'm going to pretend I like a Craig, and you're going to pretend to be mad at me.
Perhaps. Did you see what Sierra said about Vanita
Sierra.
from Summer House?
Oh, no.
She came to her defense. She's like, listen, she's the only Black member of the cast, and she lives in Charleston where, there's not a lot of diversity, and, they never have her back. They never take her side.
Never.
Yeah, never. But it does seem a little produced.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And I think Sally is like really overplaying it in this episode, like really doubling down. And I don't know, like, what did we see of her before this? Before this season? Not much.
No, she was getting her boobs reduced, and she was a medical something technician of some machinery or something, right?
I don't even know. I don't even remember her really. I mean, I just remember her as being a side character.
I think she swarmed in when Craig and Paige broke up. She was like, ooh, Craig, I'll make that a storyline, because she was on Watch What Happens Live and said she had a date with him and all of that. But she's a girl's girl.
Why would they even put her on Watch What Happens Live?
That was last season.
Yeah, but usually they only pull some star power, which I don't think she had. So let's talk about what's going on now with her, the gossip.
Yes. So somebody on some whatever commented that Sally was bringing Taylor energy, Shep's ex, and Taylor was having none of it.
Having Taylor energy in what, like desperate energy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, which where I could see where Taylor would be a tiny bit offended, but she basically said Sally manipulated a doctor into having an affair with her. And this whole season while she was filming, she had a boyfriend, even though she was trying to hook up with Craig and Austin. So kind of feeds into your point earlier that Sally is...
Yeah, that's the real story. That's what I want to see. I want to see her having an affair with a married man, not pretending to chase these two doofuses around on the beach. I mean, give me a break. Why don't they show that? Okay, so then we move. This is a great scene in some ways where they have Craig talking to his assistant. Craig has an assistant.
Who's now his best friend because he lost Paige.
I was like, first of all, can you imagine being Greg's assistant and having to deal with this guy 24/7?
And now he's like heavily drinking again, and he's all hungover and a disaster.
It gave me kind of vibes of Bethany Frankel a little bit when all Bethany's friends worked for her. Like Jack, the assistant's name is like his paid best friend. Because no one else can stand the annoying, whining, not following through on anything, half-assing. I don't know. You think we're going to see more of Jack?
Well, I love the montage flashback of Craig just being a drunk a-hole.
That was great.
Ooh, it's a little harsh.
And he looked disgusting in all of them. I'm like, dude, take a shower. I think I talked about this last week. He just looks so gross. Maybe he's waiting for Jack to like wash his hair or something. I don't know. All right. So we see Molly and Madison, and Molly kind of spiraling about missing the tuba practice. And then Sally saying she was late night hanging with Craig in his pool. This again, I don't want to recap fabricated bullshit.
Yeah. We didn't see any of it except the text messages. You should have stayed, which I did. Maybe next time. I don't know. You didn't act. Like, it was so childish.
Yeah. And they were saying, well, they did hook up. They didn't hook up. I mean, they probably did, but who cares?
But then Sally tells Molly and was Rodrigo there too, that she's a better fit for Austin. And I love Audrey, but the day after they break up, I'm going to go after him.
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about those two. He does not like that girl,
No.
Audrey.
She's so much better than him. Oh my God.
So much better. She's trying to like, let's move closer. Let's spend more time. He's like, no, we're good. Just stay away. This guy is never, ever getting married. He's never going to commit ever. And neither is Shep. So why are we watching them date people they're just going to screw over?
Yeah, it's tired at this point. Season 11.
And do you think the girls like Audrey? Like, are they getting to know her?
I don't know. I don't know.
She doesn't bring anything, but maybe she doesn't want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Okay, so then they show Shep and Austin and this guy Whitner trying to surf. If Whitner isn't the best name,
For a Southern form, a Southern gentleman. Shep's friend and went to law school with Craig. How convenient. And he said, I passed the bar before him, even though he was 2 years younger.
I want Whitner to tell us all about what Craig was like in law school.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? Like just dumb stories of him fucking up and just being incredibly stupid. I would live for that.
Well, what was interesting too about the Audrey scene is that, Austin says we never talk about moving in, which I mean, after a year and a half, how long? And they gave Craig so much crap for being long distance with Paige.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin's like, it's great. This is perfect for me. This is like they rode Craig's ass about that.
And remember, okay, I sent you that screenshot of how old everyone is in the cast. So
Yeah.
how old is Austin? 39, 38? At that age, if you're dating someone for a year
Yeah.
and you're not like moving in,
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing?
what are you doing?
And how old is Audrey?
I think she was late 20s. Was she even in that photo?
Yeah. Austin, 38.
38.
38 years old.
You're going to be like, let's move closer. Let's either, we're going to advance this or we're not. Okay, Vanita planning Sally's party with Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about the party planning here? Is this Vanita's job? What? I was expecting way more than what I saw. Like a lot. I mean, were you kind of like laughing at the setup?
Yeah, it wasn't, I don't know. Sally just delegated and they were like, yeah, we'll pick up a few things from the store and that's it.
Yeah, it looked pretty rough. And okay, I think the concept of the party was kind of funny. Or then, what was it? Sally hangs out with singles at the seashore or
Yeah.
something like that. Everybody bring a single friend. That's cute, I guess.
It was cute. and then-
Underwhelming party.
yeah, agreed. And then we meet Charlie.
Okay. What do you think of Charlie?
Well, she's gorgeous. Duh. There was a flashback. No, it was Craig dated Whitner's sister. Never mind. Wrong flashback.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Charlie, I thought cute and smart. The dynamic with her and Sally saying she's a girl's girl. And why is Charlie flirting with Craig when and I'm like, please, Sally, my God.
Yeah. Aren't you old? But how old is Sally again? 27? Still.
It was 29.
Charlie, I thought was going to be like Taylor. And then she opened her mouth and I was like, no, she has a voice. Seems a lot stronger, more confident.
And he said about Shep sliding into her DMs and texting her. And she was like, it's like texting your dad.
Exactly. Why does this guy think he has a chance with someone like her?
Because he got Taylor. I mean, she's adorable. I mean, not as strong, I don't think, of a woman as Charlie, but.
Charlie also looks younger than she is. I thought when I saw her first come on, I was like, this girl's like 22, but she's in her late 20s also.
Okay. But I just thought it was great that they were all grossed out by Shep.
Yeah, they were disgusted. Someone needs to tell him. Everyone thinks you're disgusting.
He can watch the show and learn.
And they're all like, who do you think she's going to hit on? Like they think that one of them are going to end up with her that night. And do they?
Yeah.
So wait, who goes home with her?
Does anyone go home with her? I don't think so.
I mean, they all are like, ooh, who's she going to pick? Who's she going to pick? I was like, well, hopefully none of you guys. Gross.
Right.
Why would they even think? Why would they even think that?
Whitney, the producer, getting us hotter younger girls every season.
But then he comes on the beach looking like a total creep.
First of all, I was like, who's rolling in with Whitney on this? Like, who were those people? That was so weird. Is it like his band or something?
But he had some weird outfit. He looks so yucky.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I wrote, Sally is on Craig like white on rice. And now I really think she's a fake storyline that they are all in on.
Huh.
She was stuck to him like glue. It was kind of over the top.
Freaking out when Charlie was talking to him and in the water with him.
So then they move and they all start swarming on Charlie and she pretends to get mad. Again, they need to get another storyline with this. Did you see, was it Molly that did the keg stand?
Yes. Love her.
Can we have more Mollys?
Yes. More money. I love she said about Corey, I can't date a guy, and I forget what the name of the instrument, whatever, the mini tuba. Can't date a guy that doesn't know what that is.
Also, that looks
Good.
like a swarmy, yucky. Do you think is he a full-time cast member or just a friend of?
I think he's a friend of.
I would like to see Corey, Craig, and Whitner hang out
Ugh, really?
because I think there's more sides to Craig that we don't.
Well, anything like Corey, I'm not interested.
But I almost feel like Craig was trying to like behave on this show and like project an image, but maybe he didn't have that when he was just in college or in grad school. And so they know the more realer version of him. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, I took my big takeaway. You all already said it earlier, but Sally sucks.
Yeah. And why is she the star of the show? I mean, I know they need someone to come in and take Madison's place, but I don't think it's it. Then Madison drops this. I think Sally has the hots for Austin. She says it to Audrey.
Yes.
Do you think she's just trying to create story?
Yeah, pot stir. That's what she does.
Do you think Austin is interested?
I don't know. Don't they? Isn't there a preview of them kissing?
I mean, I think Austin is interested in that she lives close by and she's an easy hookup.
Yeah. Yep.
Like closer, I can just do it whenever I want to. She's probably down. I don't need to see
Yep.
that either. So I said the preview looks lame except for Craig and Austin fighting, which is the only real thing happening. And I think that is truly.
As pirates, though. And I was like, oh, look at Summer House.
Yes.
Nice try.
But I think this is the only real legit storyline going on is these two hate each other.
Yeah. It seems genuine.
Why do you think they hate each other so much?
I guess Craig is just a dick.
But Austin is too.
And a hypocrite, I think.
But Austin is too.
True.
Like, are they just jealous of each other?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I think that really is the only true thing. And so, who wins in the battle of Austin and Craig? Because neither of them are very articulate with fighting words. Do you think it'll come to physical blows?
Ooh. No, because they were together at BravoCon, so.
Oh, yeah. And did they shut down that podcast?
I don't know. I was just going to ask you. Pillows and beer?
I never followed it.
Me neither. They did a tour, but it was nothing like the success of Giggly Squad. Not even close.
Who do you think hangs out with each other outside of filming?
Whitney and Shep.
Oh, Whitney and Shep are close?
I think so.
Mm.
They seem to be from season 1.
Craig and Austin when they're not fighting.
Right.
I don't think Madison hangs out with any of these people except Patricia
Right.
because she sees her to do her hair. You can also tell when the cast just is together for filming and like that's the vibe this is giving.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it's worth recapping next week.
All right.
Let's move on to the real star of the show here, Salt Lake City.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we start with Bronwyn picking up Todd in this stupid outfit.
And he just seems so uninterested. I'm like, that is so cute of her to do. And he's just like, oh, hi.
I am tracking how many costumes does this woman have on in one episode?
I wonder if she returns them after, because that's too many inflatable costumes.
But not only that, the costume she wears in the confessionals, the costume she wears at the end in this stupid tea party. She's constantly in costume.
I guess that is her brand. She's Christian Soriano, designs dresses for her and all of that. I don't know. I guess that's her persona.
Her brand is I only wear costume.
Fashion, couture.
I mean, I don't know if that's what you want to be known for, I guess. So we pick up with Whitney and Justin fighting about this MLM. What was it called? Rare Beauty? No.
I couldn't get it. I went back twice and I couldn't figure out what they were saying.
Whitney Rose Beauty. I know she rebranded it.
Yeah.
And so when she rebranded it and then Justin came on board, he pushed it into the MLM markets. But she was trying to say that Sephora was going to pick it up. Wild Rose Beauty. That's what it is. Wild Rose Beauty. That Sephora and Target were going to pick it up. But he convinced her not to go that route. I mean, I don't believe that for 1 second.
Yeah, I wrote down to ask you, like, is it his fault? I mean, she clearly resents him.
They're both idiots. At the end of the day, They're both stupid. For him to say, I'm going to invest all of my 401k and put this into creating an MLM. Now, I think the history with him is he's done that before and been successful. But that seems really impulsive or not sound financially. I don't know why you would risk everything that you have. And she's saying, okay, I trusted you. I went against my gut and trusted you, and now I resent you, and I can't separate the two. He doesn't seem to be overly emotional about it.
No.
He was just
And
like,
isn't he working again? Like, did he quit again and do this full time? Do they?
yeah, I think this was it.
Oh, dear. Because she said a large chunk of money left the bank account. And he was like, well, we have to pay the vendors. But
Right. He seems like, we'll get over it. We'll get through it. And she's like, this was truly devastating. I don't know if I can get over it. But what other course of action does she have right now? Like, if she divorces him, she has less than nothing. Maybe that's why she's like, I feel like stuck and I can't go anywhere, even if I wanted to,
yeah, maybe.
unless I stay on Salt Lake City and create a new brand. Oh, yeah, the three-way candle.
Mark's bath bombs and then Brittany did the bath bombs. Oh my God. These women.
So if she can't trust Justin, I'm thinking, who's she going to glob onto to mentor her next? And it's slim pickings over there.
I was going to say, well, Jen Shaw's out of prison, but I don't know that that's a good option or getting out.
I don't know.
Heather, no. Bronwyn, no. Lisa, no.
Heather, maybe Heather? I mean, Heather was selling that product in her spas.
Wayfair? Yeah, that's true. She does have her spas.
We'll see. Then we cut to Heather decorating her daughter's room for college. Oh my God. Did you do this for your daughter?
No.
Okay. This clearly was not a thing that I knew of when Leah went to college. Maybe it was a thing when Kat went to college, but Kat would have been like, I do not give two craps. Please do not
Yeah.
do that to my room. But now it seems in the past few years, this is a huge trend with moms that we have to decorate the bed, the room with like every piece of
Head
paraphernalia.
party, they called it. Yeah. And Heather said the other moms be judging. I'm like, well, that's not a reason to do it.
Yeah, that's what she said. All the other moms are pretty much going to be looking at this to see if I pulled it off. Like, you're doing it for the
Right.
other moms, not for
Not
the
your
kid. And the kid, is not surprised. She's pretending like, oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, no, I think I felt guilty and last minute panicked. I think I got like a hat on Amazon and went to Publix and got balloons because I was like, holy crap. I didn't realize I was supposed to make a big deal.
I think we got balloons, but I think the balloons coincided with her high school graduation. But that was it.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that. I'm not like doing that whole thing.
I think that's a weird trend. Okay, then so Bronwyn is sending out pride flags. I kind of like this. Okay. So I guess what government businesses could not support the LGBTQ in any way. So she's like, okay, I'm going to send out these pride flags to privately owned businesses who will. And her mom was helping her, which I thought, wow, Muzzy, look at this. And we did see some softer moments where she told Bronwyn she was a really good mom.
I know. So my question for you is, Bronwyn like just starts crying at the slightest words of approval from Muzzy. And it's clearly so hard for Muzzy to express them. But I was like, what? I'm like, Denise needs to unpack this for me.
Well, I was watching it too, because I'm like, what is Muzzy's motive for being nice in this moment? Because she's never nice.
Right.
So is Muzzy drunk? I'm serious.
Like she felt bad that she's moving out and the daughter's moving out. So she's trying to be softer because Bronwyn is clearly broken. I mean, she's emotional in almost every scene.
But her overall disposition was very pleasant, which we have not seen.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, maybe she had taken her medication, or maybe she had something to drink that softened her up. I don't know, because this was a different woman.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I think Braun was a little shocked, like, holy shit, we're catching this on camera. This is amazing. We'll see if that Muzzy shows back up or not. All right, everyone headed to Bronwyn's party. I mean, this party, the whole theme was so over the top. Do you think production came up with this? Do you think?
I think so. They helped in some way for sure. Because it was on a sound stage.
That's what I wrote down. I go, is this a storage facility? Is this a sound stage? Who was it? And what interns had to put this whole thing together?
Roll the tea. Yeah, like it wasn't even, it was cute, but it wasn't like.
It was so bad. The fake boxes they were writing on, like you could see the tape
coming apart.
Terrible.
Whoever wrapped them didn't take the wrapping YouTube tutorial.
So should we just head there?
Yes.
Mary's reaction to the wig and the food.
Oh my God. Are hot dogs from BC? I love Mary. Oh my
When
God.
she comes and sees the wig, she's like, oh no, no.
But then she put it on. I actually crossed it out. Like Mary's hiding the wig, but she put it on.
But then she said she brought her own wig.
Oh, I assumed she meant like that she was already wearing a wig.
I don't know. She was like, I'm not putting these things on my head. Disgusting.
And then none of them know the first or what the Bill of Rights were. Nobody knows how many senators.
Yeah, not even our lawyer friend Meredith knows nothing.
Nothing. And Angie says, well, there's one senator for every country.
I don't know if I brought this up last time, but I have to bring it up. In Bronwyn's confessional, she looks gorgeous. She's wearing like off-white, but there's just 2 buttons on the top buttons, and then it's like open. You can see her stomach, and she has no belly button. It's so
Really?
creepy.
Huh. Tummy tuck?
Yeah, definitely. Do they purposefully? I thought they like recreated the belly button. There's nothing there.
Maybe it's lower?
Go back and look. I want your opinion. This whole thing was stupid. Brother, okay, spill the tea that you know. I wanted them to spill the tea that they really do know about the other person. Like we have talked about what Lisa has on Meredith, what Meredith has on Lisa, but they just bring up these bullshit, crazy, like, oh, Lisa has a horse. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
What does it have to do with anything? Zero. Then we go back to Todd making out and farting. Brittany brings up Joao and everybody rolls their eyes.
Mary says, who is Joao?
Exactly. Joao thinks he's something, but he is not on his show or on this show. So all of it was kind of ridiculous. And then Whitney and Meredith go back to the plane taunting. Whitney's like, okay, I'm out on a limb. I have no money. I need to come back next season. I'm going to say, you're an alcoholic and a pill popper. And then Meredith gives everyone drug tests.
And there's Mark's caviar. Did you pick up on that?
No, was that what the round thing was?
These are cold. They're cold. And they pull out Meredith Mark's caviar and then the multi-substance drug test.
I was wondering, like, why did these pee tests have to be on ice? The pee isn't in them yet.
I think the caviar needed to be on ice.
Obviously. Duh. Okay. She put them in the same bag?
Wouldn't she have said, I'll take a drug test and prove it to you? Not you guys need to take drug tests? Like, she's a good lawyer, I think.
Well, narcissists project onto others. So she's projecting, right? If you say you guys are, I'm going to say you guys are all drug addicts. Then she says, I have a drink here and there and an occasional gummy. And everyone's looking at her with like jaws on the floor. Like, is she really trying to say this?
Because didn't she admit that on international flights, she takes some kind of pill?
Mm-hmm.
Like she even fessed up to that.
She did. Like a few seasons ago, they showed a clip. What is her end game with this?
I don't know. I mean, last week you said maybe she doesn't even show up to the reunion. Who knows?
I'm surprised Mary didn't say anything, or if she did, they cut it. Why do you think Mary was silent?
Mary said, I need more alcohol.
Yeah. Do you think she's just like, I'm not interested in this fight anymore? It's so ridiculous.
Maybe. They did flash back to her telling Meredith, like, I am concerned for you because you don't remember. And I know what I heard.
Right. And then Whitney saying, I know what addiction looks like. So Whitney going out on that limb, I thought, oh, Mary is definitely going to chime in and say, I know what it looks like too. And this is worrisome, but she did not say a word.
No.
Which I wish she would have. Heather is not having it. I mean, Heather is losing her mind. This is triggering the shit out of Heather. Like, I saw what I saw. Don't tell me this. And Meredith still sticking to her
Lisa
story.
right behind her.
I know. And then Bronwyn's like, well, it's time for a costume change. We're not getting anywhere with this, so let me change my costume.
Right.
It was, I mean, she looked beautiful in the second.
Yeah, that was cute. I wonder who did that dress for her. That was sweet.
Okay, so then they come up with these bullshit friendship rules that no one is going to stick to.
No.
So.
And some of the rules they've already won and they've broken.
My earlier question was, okay, do you think production came up with this stupid party idea? So is production saying you guys have to come up with a cast idea to try to bring everybody together? Like, is production pushing this so that they have
to be together and film together? And
like, how are we going to finish out the season if you guys don't do this? Because
wasn't that the point of Mary's lunch after her sermon mass?
Yeah.
It was the point of that. It's the point of this. I don't know what the point of the Greece trip is.
I wonder if some of them are saying, I'm not filming with her. I'm not filming with her.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we can't be deadlocked here. We have a season to finish. And Meredith and Lisa aren't budging. So then it goes back to, is Meredith going to come back?
Yeah.
I don't see what's in it for her. I really don't. The audience hates her.
Yeah.
The audience doesn't like Lisa either. So now we're at the previews for the Greece trip. Okay, finally, we go to Greece. Get them somewhere else. New scenery. And the funny clip is Lisa and Angie trying to one up each other about who has more Porsches, who had the Porsche first.
Porsches. Oh my God.
So I hope
So
there's like
fun.
more funny moments like that in Greece.
Yeah.
Some lighter stuff. I mean, I'm sure they're going to get down and dirty also, but we need a little bit of lightness. And then
Yeah.
I wonder if they purposely film Meredith the whole way to Greece, the whole way,
Very good point.
right? I think the producer's like, we got to be on this. Someone's got to be in business
Uh-huh.
class filming her the entire time. I don't know.
I didn't even think of that. That's awesome.
Okay, so right after that Vanderpump Rules premiere came on, did you watch
Yeah.
it at all?
I did not.
Lisa looks really old, but she is also old. So she
Yeah,
looks
she is.
good for her age, but she does need a new hairdo.
Yes. I'm not buying it. That's a wig and yeah, your hair's not that.
One of the guys from the cast, his name is Chris. He looks familiar. I don't know if he was on one of the last seasons of Vanderpump or if he was on like the Vanderpump spinoff or if he was on a dating show. I'm like, I've seen this guy before. I can't place him.
Okay.
But one of the things I've seen online is, and I watched like the first 20 minutes, like sort of while I was doing other things. There is a lot of drama in episode 1. One of the things is to say, oh, this cast is gorgeous. Everyone's beautiful. And online people are like, these cast members are hideous.
Yeah, no. All of them? Definitely not.
It's definitely a season 1 where they haven't had work done yet.
No veneers.
No nose jobs yet. You know, we'll see how that plays out. But everything I'm reading online is like, this is terrible. This is awful. I haven't seen any comment that says, wow, this was fun or entertaining. But they do all seem to be connected like the original cast. I do think they all definitely work there. They all definitely are sleeping with each other and have that quote unquote organic drama.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could wind up being like Southern Hospitality.
Yeah.
It's just if they're going to be likable enough for you to attach to one of the castmates or not, I think.
I don't know.
Okay. So the other thing, I watched the first 2 episodes of the new P. Diddy documentary
Oh
that
my
50 Cent
goodness.
produced. And it is different than the other documentary. But I was thinking of you because I was kind of getting lost halfway through episode 1 and episode 2, most of it, because it's all about the 90s hip hop with Tupac and Dr. Dre and Biggie. And I can't even think of all their
Good night.
Suge Knight. And I was like, Joanne would know and be into all of this. Snoop Dogg is in it. I mean, and like, I didn't know all of the backstory and I don't know, were we fully aware of it in the 90s when it was all going on?
Which backstory?
Like, you know, there are different allegiances to different gangs and the infighting between all of them, East Coast versus West Coast.
Yeah, yeah. And Biggie and Tupac were like buddies. They were cool. And then something happened. I don't know if it was Diddy and Suge Knight had the falling out or.
So this documentary says that, so Diddy was representing Tupac, correct? As an
No.
artist.
Was he originally? Maybe, because that's why he would have been with Biggie originally. Okay.
And Tupac made this friendship with Biggie and they became
Right.
really tight and Diddy was jealous, did not like it.
Okay.
And he felt like he was losing his grip on Tupac. So it's really kind of interesting to go back and watch it. I would love to get your perspective just on that.
I'm so in. Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, watching back the old footage and watching P. Diddy when he was young, like first coming out, and he was like, they said he was so dorky. Like he was like kind of competing with Al B. Sure. And I remember thinking Al B. Sure at the time was like so fine, like so hot. And, you know, they were competing for the same girl and all of the people like in their, you know, their peer group were like, Sean, you're never going to get this girl. You are a big door. You cannot compete with Al B. Sure. Like there's no way. But he wound up getting the girl. So I can't remember what her name was. So yeah, check that out.
Now I'm gonna. What's it on?
It's on Netflix. It's just 4 episodes. So my next episode of this, I will be recapping Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, seasons 1 through 4, and the reunion. I'm not a big
Wow.
watcher, but my guest is going to fill me in on everything, what I need to know, what I've missed, and really who has the power in this group of moms.
Interesting.
I'm not sure when that's going to come out. It might come out next Saturday. It might come out before then. We'll see. You might come back next Wednesday to record. Who knows? It's up in the air.
Who knows? Everyone follow the Facebook page.
Yes, follow the Facebook page. I'll post some stuff on there, and we'll see if Southern Charm is worth recapping next week.
All right, we got to pick up something else then.
All right, definitely. All right, see you next time.
All right, cheers, Denise.
Cheers. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Charmingly Toxic with me, your host, Denise Capurso. Be sure to like, subscribe, and pass on to your fellow reality TV junkies. You can connect with me on Instagram at Denise_support coach and on Facebook at Denise Capurso Counseling and Coaching. This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. While I am a licensed therapist, I'm not diagnosing anyone for therapeutic purposes, and these are not my clients. Expect sarcasm, snark, and a few clinical insights woven in. I talk about toxic relationships, power dynamics, and emotional safety, but this is not therapy, treatment, or a substitute for professional care. If you're looking for support, please consult a qualified mental health provider. If you're here for validation, insight, and a little side eye, welcome.